Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Elric here. Today is episode 3 of my Rimworld run, basically with the two couples, as we started before. Last episode, we did get our grav ship subquest and stuff. We also know where our grav core is that we can actually go eventually and get and make the grav ship a little bit bigger. However, right now we're kind of debating on what we're going to do. I did kind of go ahead and get this in. This initially was for a stockpile for these mechanoids that came down with the grav ship lifter, if you will, whatever it's called, the grav engine. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it is? Yes, the grav engine. When that came down, these guys came with it. So we've got those guys in there that we could tear down. We'll get definitely get steel out of, and maybe components. I'm not sure, but definitely get some extra steel. Never have too much steel in Rimworld, guys. We did get our bedrooms in, and we've got a research room in. This actually does show, I believe it does show. Uh, yeah, research speed factor 70. So this is actually a laboratory, so that's kind of cool. And everything is looking okay. So we're looking to try to get our workshop in shortly. However, we just got a notification that Jack has inspired taming. And I was debating maybe going ahead and doing a small ranch area maybe up in here. I do want to see what wildlife is on the map. I know we were initially looking at maybe doing yaks, but I got to thinking the amount of food these guys would eat. I don't know if it'd be worth it this early in the game. So I was thinking maybe if we had some turkeys or something like that, but it looks like we don't even have that. I even thought about maybe some horses, but we just have 2 stallions. I'd like to have a couple so we can kind of breed them. We do have 1 turkey. I don't know. What do they give you? I mean, are they worth, maybe, do they do eggs, such? Productivity. They do eggs. Do like 45 a year. Their nutrition value isn't great. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's not really worth it. I mean, if there was a breeding pair, I would consider it. And I don't really see anything else on the map worth trying to tame besides the yaks. And like I said, that's a lot of food to try to keep them healthy right now at the very beginning of the game. So I think we'll hold off. I mean, if we had a couple of other options, I might consider it. Like, say, if there were ducks or chickens or something. But for now, I think we're going to hold off on that idea. I was actually going to put it up here. Alright, so if that's the case, we're going to continue moving on, and we'll look at doing our workshop. I'm trying to figure out where I might want that. May come over here and do our workshop area. I'm trying to keep the rec center as centralized as possible. I mean, granted, we've got our growing area in between it, and this will actually, of course, become much larger, especially if I find we have to do like a greenhouse or something, depending on the temperature in the winter. I mean, we're still in spring. We've got a ways to go. Spring isn't even until the July-August area. So let me look at one thing real quick. If we would have to, just for future planning here, if we would have to go in and do some grow areas. So the edge of it would be right in here. So if we do a workshop, it's going to have to be over here. I'm going to go ahead and pre-plan for at least 2 growing areas. I think that's kind of smart. A lot of times when I get a bigger colony, I even have 3 or 4. So we'll see how big we get with this particular run through. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Here to here. So we're looking right here. Let me make it one more time. Okay, the wall would be where that tree is, where that plant is. So here is the wall. So 2 over. So we're going to put it right there. So line up with this. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to kind of make it the the same as our other building. Is it 16 tall? Yes. Okay, and we'll do basically the exact same design over here. Yeah, I know this is a little bit bigger, but I like big bases. And I may come to regret this if we get attacked and they burn everything down on me. But that's okay. Alright, so something like that. Yeah, and then we're going to have a walkway right through here probably. Something like that. We'll figure it out going forward. Or this may actually attach to here and to here. Something like that. But anyway, we'll figure it out in the future. So let's go ahead and get some of these production things down and kind of get an idea of where we're going to be putting stuff. So I'm going to put the smelter in here because this is where our slag and everything can kind of go. We'll have dumping stockpiles in both places, so that'll work for now. So this will basically be for, say, a tailoring bench, the art bench, and it's really probably all we have right now. There'll be multiple other things that we will open up in the future, but that'll work for now. And eventually we're going to get the crematorium in here. Like I said, this may actually get extended out a little bit to get that crematorium in. So I'm going to hold off on this because we don't really need the smelter right now. But these two we can put in, get them started. Let's see, make sure that's all that we have. Yeah. So actually, I'm going to bring those a little bit closer. I'm thinking putting a door, structure, door straight across here, just kind of keep everything even. And same thing here. Not you. Come on now. Alright, build a copy. Put it here. Lord. There. Okay. And then, maybe kind of like a door here and one here and even one back here. And I think I'm going to put the workshop on this side, and yeah, we might just take it straight down the center here. This will be our major storage area. This is our workshop. And of course, if we get too big, we can actually make this bigger, because I have seen it where that's not big enough of a store pile. But they do have shelving now, so I may be kind of overbuilding a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. I like a big base. All right, so that's going to be our next project. This will be our workshop and such. And we'll go ahead and, yeah, get those two production benches in here. Thinking kind of closer to the door for now. And we really don't even need the art bench, but it's something that will actually eventually be used. So I'm thinking of putting it there. And once that's built, we can actually get rid of this and move that stockpile over to here. And we'll kind of get all of our stockpiles, make sure they're organized the way that we want them. But for now, we'll also need a, what is it, a tool cabinet? Yeah, and it'll probably go something like that in the center here. May even have to put a couple of them in here. We'll see how it plays out. Now, we will have a fabrication bench in here as well. Of course, that's going to be a lot larger. All right, got a solitary praetor quest. Praetor of the Exodus Empire is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man-hunting crow. She wants you to keep her safe at Amherst for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. Really, there's no reason not to do this, except the simple fact I thought about playing it where the Empire is going to be our enemy. You know, we were running from the warlord. If he's part of the Empire, I don't know if how we want to play that. Well, for now, we'll go ahead and do the honor thing and rescue her, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I think we actually, no, we're going to stick with the story that the Empire is the ones kind of looking for us. If we help somebody from the Empire, they could find us. It does kind of stink because we are good people. You know what? We are still good people. Like, basically, I consider our guys kind of like heroes. They're going to help this person, even though it could be a risk for them. So we're going to accept it, and Would it be interesting to get Lily some psi powers? That way she could actually do some type of combat, like say maybe do stun or something like that, and then back out of the combat. You know, not actually be part of it, but use her psi powers. Let's do that. I think that would be kind of neat. Have her as a psi caster. Okay, so she joined. I think it's just like temporary, but have her kind of like as a psi caster, and someone who actually will, you know, cast spells and actually do combat, but just they don't actually do melee or shooting. I think that could be kind of interesting. Let's see, what can you do that might help us while you're here? I don't think you'll be here very long, but you know, all right. You know what? Let's research. Let's put you on some research. All right, got the man-hunting crow. So what we will do is come here to work. Oh no, schedule. Of course, Miss Lily will go back in here and be safe. And what we will do, we'll put her in here as well. Have her safe so we don't have to worry about her getting hurt. And where is this crow at? Okay. Now, honestly, I don't know if the idea of having her as a psi-caster will actually work. But I think it's interesting because if it would be kind of neat to have her, you know, her combat be as a psi-caster. Whoa, that guy's coming in quick. I don't even think Evie's going to get over here, so let's slow down the speed here. All right, shoot that guy. Good. All right, come on, Evie. Get in here. Protect this girl. All right, Evie got hit. Jack, come on down. Carrie, come on down. Let's get over here and help her. I know we're not going to die from a crow. Come on now. All right, Evie, get out of the way. Back up this way. Carrie, melee that dude. His melee went up to 14, so this crow should go down. Okay, it's dead. Evie, how much did you get hurt? Oh, you got bit a couple of times. You're good. But who is our doctor? I think she is actually. Can we self-tend? Yes, we'll allow her to self-tend. Who else was doctor? Medical 7. It's medical 3. I think I'm going to allow most of these guys to self-tend just in case. Oh, that's fine. We'll shift him over here. Doctor. He has a son. Oh, no, that's Lily. Yeah, go ahead. All right, and undraft these guys. Voila. What are you doing? Oh, she's tending to herself. Now, we don't need to use this medicine. For now, we'll do that. I need to set everybody like that. Hang on, let me do that real quick before I forget. Because we don't need... We'll do herbal medicine. Alright, Lily... Same thing. We'll do the herbal medicine. I'm fine with that because we will have a good bit of heal root coming in. We already have 3. And that works for now. And Lily, you can self-tend as well. Alright, draft. Tend yourself. I mean, you just have a couple small little bites from a beak crow. Don't think it's anything you absolutely need to worry about. Alright, so back to this. Let's unrestrict Lily. We'll keep the other girl indoors. That's perfectly fine. Hopefully she goes up and will actually do some research for us. Of course, may not be able to make her do it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, and these guys are finishing up this room. Excellent. I don't mind that one bit right now. We don't have anybody on crafting right now, so that's fine. Not ready to kind of worry about doing the stone cutting just yet, and that's what the crafters would do right now. Because I want to finish up this construction over here, and what little bit we have here. And then I think we're ready to kind of really get this base going. In fact, Evie, let's go ahead and move you on over to... Yeah, you're at a 1 research. Let's take your haul down. So you're going to start researching as soon as possible. It still takes him a while to do this. Oh, the shuttle has arrived. Okay, so it's coming in. And I believe what we do, we come here, set to load, and we grab this girl. and she'll just jump in and leave, and that'll complete the quest, which is perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. I was hoping she'd have enough time to do a little bit of research for us, but hey, that's fine. Quest complete. Lily is now a freeholder, which kind of makes sense because I had her as a noble anyway. That's part of her storyline. And we do have a quest available. What's this show? The Exodus Empire is ready to grant Lily the title of novice and the power of a level 1 Psylink in a bestowing ceremony. The bestower will arrive by shuttle and perform the ceremony. The bestower will only give a title if any throne room requirements are satisfied. There's a chance of gaining extra honor depending on how many viewers attend the ceremony. Additionally, every viewer gains a mood bonus. You can betray the bestower to steal the Psylink new reformers, but this will make the Exodus Empire your enemy. If you miss or fail this ceremony, there will be another opportunity later. If the bestower or guards are harmed for any reason, there will be a diplomatic consequence. Ooh. Alright, so we may hold off on that just for now. I think that's actually, yeah, it'll be listed in here. And these are the two for the graph ship that we have. And we've actually completed those two, so awesome. What does it show in the quest? What does the throne room entail here? Available. Doesn't say. Alright, so we'll hold off until we can get this area at least looking better. I think that may help. So I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, Jack, what are you doing? Okay, you're over here. Carrie, you're building that chair. It takes them a long time to build these chairs, guys. So let them get them done. Lily is once again kind of free and wandering. Let's have you come over here and do this. Cut plants for this entire area. Awesome. And Evie should, well, she's in bed. She'll research now. It should be her top priority because I want to start getting some research done so we can get our batteries in. Then we can research some solar. We'll get down some wind turbines, and we'll definitely start doing better. What's the temperature in here? Did we kind of... Okay, yeah. So the heater is working with these side vents. Everything is 70 degrees or better. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Of course, it's 83 degrees outside, so... yeah, okay. Yeah, that gets her doing a little something, so I don't feel like she's wasting her time. How are we on still? We might be looking to have to, yes, do some mining. Alright, well, we've got a vein here. Let's start right here. And we need a miner. Who's our best miner? Carrie. Alright, Carrie, you're going to do some mining. Go ahead and move you on up to a 1 for that. And then we'll have Jack just doing the building for now. His construction can actually go up pretty quick as well, so that's fun. Let's see, where's he at? He's working on yep. Yeah, his construction's at an 8 now, so it's moving up. What's Carrie's? His is an 11. I mean, he's still our best constructor, but Jack is right behind him, which is nice. Having 2 constructors definitely helps out in the game. Especially if you're wanting to expand your base in any given fashion there. It's a mink. Kind of neat looking. Let's see, and she's still doing this stuff over here, which will give us a little bit extra wood. All this will have to be hauled. Can I click on it, please? No, I don't want all of that over there on the side right now, at least. We'll haul things. May have to actually make our dumping stockpile a little bit bigger, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind doing that because probably want to bring it down this direction anyway. Get a little bit closer to the stonecutter's table here. That works. And actually, you know what? We'll just go ahead and bring it on down basically beside the door. Because we're not really going to be doing any constructing out this direction. We may put our ranch up here eventually, but it looks like we're going this direction, at least initially. I may even put some bedrooms right here, just to kind of offset that. I'm thinking our guest room can go down here. And that'll probably be one of the next things we do after we get this workshop built. Got a lot going on. It's going to take a little while to do it. All right, he's mining. Let's see if his mining going up pretty decent. Let's see. Why is it a 7? It's not too bad. It's slowly going up. He has one tick of passion there for it, so it will go up a little bit faster, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, let's build the table before we build the walls, guys. I mean, why not? All right, I know one other thing we'll need power over there as well. So, just take it straight across, maybe to here, then bring it down, and take it across the center like that. May not even need all that, but that's fine. So we got this area powered, this area's powered, this is powered now, excellent. How are we looking on our wattage here? It does 1,000. So we have 133 watts extra right now. That's our excess. And that will probably be taken up by these two tables over here. Let's take a look. So this is the Taylor bench. I guess maybe it's under info here. Yeah, that immediately takes 120, so I'll leave 10 watts left over. And we still, well, this is actually not powered, so we'll be right at the threshold. So yeah, definitely want to get our research going. What are you doing, Evie? Okay, you really had to walk all the way out here to get some honey. Get that research going, get the battery going. Once the batteries are ready, we can get those installed, and we'll get a couple of wind turbines up here. And our grid access will be perfect for where we're at right now, and we can start looking at maybe some more expansion going forward. But for now, everything's working fairly well. I will have to probably door these guys off. We'll put in some vents, etc., to heat this area for winter. But for now, we're okay, because it's 74 degrees. Oh, I see some power fluctuation already. Alright, Evie, I have her set as a 1 research, but she's doing other things. Can I prioritize? Doesn't make sense. Okay, well, let's not plant cut, or grow, or haul, or this, or this. Can we research? Am I missing something? Did I do something wrong in here? Okay, so she grabbed that for whatever reason. Even though she's not set on the haul. Alright, let's see what she does now. Once she drops that off, has her idle. Oh, wait a minute. It says I have no project. I thought I selected battery. Maybe I didn't hit research. So she should go in there now. Need to get the power on in there. Don't know why it's not on. Let's take a look here. I'll reconnect. Because her research is going to be very slow. Okay, Power. It's the only thing that's off. Oh, we only have 5 watts of excess. That's probably why. You know what? For now, we can turn this off. Hey, Carrie, why don't you come over here and do this for me, bud? Because that should kick this light back on. Because once we get the battery in, we'll slap in a couple of wind turbines and we'll be good to go. It's perfectly fine. And that should kick that back on. Yes, awesome. Okay. Gotta maintain that power. Actually, you know what? This one doesn't even need to be on either. What you doing, bud? Rest? Alright, you can rest, but let's do this first. Then you can go to bed. Yeah, we don't even need that light for now. So that's perfectly fine. In fact, I don't even think we need this heater right now either. Alright, Lily, you set that down. Well, I guess you're you're probably making food, aren't you? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, before you do whatever you're doing, let's flip this heater off. Flip it off? Oh yeah, I gotta do that first. And then we'll select her. We'll do that first. And that'll definitely open up some extra power. We don't need that on right now because, you know, the temperature's fine outside. Yeah, we're at a 210 excess now. So we are perfectly good again. Alright, and well, this is going to be our dumping stockpile. While they're kind of over there sleeping, doing their thing, I want to go in here. We don't want rotten. Let's clear all, and let's start where we want to be. So definitely don't need mills or foods of any type. Manufactured. No. We're looking for... Yeah, chunks, definitely. Slag, still slag. What is this like? Oh, okay. So we don't want any of this in there. Alright. Weapons, a smeltable... non-burnable, burnable... Bio-coated. Don't want non-bio-coated. I think that... I'm not even sure what this is. I've seen this a couple of times on other people's playthroughs as I was watching, kind of preparing, doing a little research on the expansions and such. I think this is something kind of like Judge Dredd, if you know anything about that, like the movies, the comics, whatever. Their weapons were actually genetically coded to each judge, and if someone else tried to use the weapon, it actually gave them an electrical shock, like kind of like a taser, or even killed them, depending on what you're looking at. So, kind of interesting. So melee weapons. Okay, so yeah. So we want to allow smeltable, the burnable. We want bio-coated in here because we can't use those. What about apparel? Yeah, these are just individuals. So I think this covers all that. So we'll go into apparel. Same thing. And we want just tainted stuff in here. Because the tainted stuff we can burn and get rid of. And, you know, it doesn't, you know, it definitely helps with our, you know, value of the place and such, you know, our wealth. And also, definitely helps with just clutter in general. So we got stone chunks. I think this is everything we need. Is there some corpses? Oh yeah, we want the mechanoid corpses because we already have those in here. So we want those guys in here because I think we can do those in here. If not, we'll have to put a machining table on this side. I don't know about drones. I've never... I'll put them in there and we'll figure it out. And we'll do preferred here. That works. I think we already have this set the way I wanted it. Ooh. Sorry, that was a camera plus, guys. Alright, let's close it up. We don't need weapons. Wait a minute. Hang on. Alright, can I rename? Yes. Okay, so this is... what? Food. Cold storage. I can type, guys. Oh lord, I forgot how to type. Hard to type around a mic is what it amounts to. All right, cold food storage, and this will be smeltable. Smeltable. Oh, actually, I need to take those mech corpses out of here because they actually belong here. And yeah, I've got those set at critical, so that's fine. I guess I'll leave it as preferred. That way, if we have an overflow of them, hopefully that won't happen, but that's fine. They'll still be outside, so they're going to decay. And we can go ahead and look at this one because what I can do is go ahead and copy it over here. So we'll do this real quick. So once again, preferred, clear all. I guess we can allow fresh, but we're not going to be putting anything there. So this will be our non-smeltable, non-burnable, non-biocoded, and non-tainted apparel. Same with the weapons. Non-smeltable, non-burnable. Wait a minute, did I do that right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, non-burnable. Okay, that's interesting. It's listed differently down here. Okay, non-burnable, non-smeltable, non-biocoded. Okay, so that works there. We've got manufactured, so we'll want our textiles. I think all the textiles, yes. Textiles, medicine, except herbal, which we'll actually move some of this into our hospital once we get that built. Drugs. I think everything can go in there except this one. Is that it? Maybe. It may be. If I'm off on that, guys, let me know. But I think I'm good there. Garden drinks. I would assume milk would have to go in our freezer. We have to go look at that here in a second. Take all those off. I think the ambrosia has to be kept cold. So we'll look at that here in just a moment. Okay, so drugs, close that up. Mortar shells, yes. Advanced components. Basic subcore. Basically everything but the wort. This wort, I believe, has to be refrigerated. I may have to go back and check that as well. So, manufacturer close up now. Raw resources, all that will actually go. Stone blocks will go in here. Everything else, whoop. Bamboo. Gold. Yes. All this stuff can come in here. Silver, steel, uranium, and wood. Our items. We've got the weapons that we want in here, the apparel that we want in here, headgear. Does that have taintable stuff? No. Armor, utility, noble apparel, and miscellaneous. Put all of our buildings in here. Chunks go in the other place. I'm not sure how these work. Just hold on. Well, we'll put them in here. I don't know how those work, though. Move those, because those will go in the other spot. I think that's everything. I can always re-go over these real quick. I did want to check the drugs up here. Check the drugs, guys. Alright, yeah, like, these probably need to be cold. Where was the wort? The wort, I know, has to be kept cold. I think that's everything. I think I might take care of it. If you saw anything I didn't get, make sure you comment down below. I'll definitely go ahead and make sure that that's taken care of. Like I said, it's been a while since I played the game, plus there have been some changes since I did play it. Oh no, out of coffee. Not good. Actually, I'm pretty wired after that cup. Did some Black Rifle. Cuff. Yeah. Alright, so we're finishing up our electric tailor bench. And what else do we have left in here? I believe this is the art bench. And of course, we got to get power over there, which will work here in just a second. Carrie is still doing our mining over here to get us some extra steel, which is awesome. We're going to need that. We have Jack constructing. And we finally have Evie over here doing some research. She's actually almost halfway through with battery, and Lily is still doing some cooking. In fact, to keep her kind of busy, let's bump up this right here. Do X times. I thought we had do until. It must have got changed. Alright, so what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and bump that up to 100, just to keep her busy for now. And that'll work just fine. Right. Yeah. Taking a look at it, everything's running pretty smoothly. All right. And make sure Lily, what's she doing? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. She's still taking care of the plant cut. Let her do that, and that should. Okay, we've got a badger self-tame, guys. Don't know if that's something we want to have. Alright, so where's our little badger? Maybe releasing him to, I don't know. What's his, how do you check, like, oh. Looks like he got in a little fight. I'm trying to see, how do you check? Guess we go to animals? Oh, he's age 11. He's a little bit older. Yeah, there's another badger on here, so what I can do, this is what I wanted to do right here. What's their food? What do they eat? Vegetables, raw meat, corpses, sea. Wow, they eat corpses, cool. Kibble, liquor. What is your life expectancy as well? 20. Alright, so he could be around for a little while. I mean, having a little pet, why not? I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it even worth it? Because I could release him back to the wild. I mean, that would be perfectly fine. Okay. Wow, can he actually really be trained and all that? No, I didn't think so. Sterilize animal. Yeah, basically he can be tamed and that's about it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and release him back to the wild. I don't see any real reason to leave him. I'm not going to kill him because it really wouldn't provide much food or anything. So we'll just release him back. It's fine. Because he's just going to come in here and probably go straight to our food and eat it. Alright, yeah. Go back to the wild, my friend. Really thought about keeping him, though, but it's cool. Alright, so we're finishing up our workroom now. And this, like I said, this is going to be storage. Well, actually, come to think of it, I see something I need to put in. Need a door. But this is going to be our basic storage here and workroom here, workshop. And then we'll have our other stuff over here. Like I said, this room may need to be expanded just a little bit to fit the crematorium. But for now, it'll be fine. Alright, and Lily is wandering again. How are we on wood? Quite a bit of wood. Inspired recruitment, Lily. We don't have anybody to recruit right now, Lily, but for now, let's have you, once again, chop some wood. Can't hurt. Don't see no reason for her not to be busy, and we can always use more wood. In fact, what we might do too is do a harvest in here as well, just to get some extra food. Might as well. I mean, that way she stays busy, we don't have her idle, just kind of wandering around doing nothing. That's fine. Alright, Carrie, are you still mining? Yeah, you're about actually mined out this whole area, which is awesome. Actually, I see there's another section over here, and some compacted machinery. We'll kind of keep going with it. Oh, that's right, you can click here. We'll have him do the machinery first, then we'll come back up and do the steel. There's steel right here. Wow, quite a bit of steel right here at the base. That's kind of neat. I didn't even realize all that. When I come in here initially and started building the base, I saw this vein. But there's a vein here. There's a nice sized vein here. What else we got? There's a vein here. And that may actually go all the way over to here. Who knows? Do we have anything in the area we can deconstruct? I think this is the stuff you have to... Yeah, you have to destroy it to get stuff out of it. Not worried about that right now. There's a building. What's this? Granite. Granite walls. Well, you know what? Maybe we can come down... shortly and deconstruct this stuff once we get this room done so we can get our crematorium in. Might be what we do. I believe everybody's kind of gone to bed except Evie. She is on a weird schedule, guys. She's almost like a night owl, and I know she's not. Best learner, beautiful kind. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Her shooting went up to a 7. That's kind of cool. All right, these are the vegetarian meals that we actually got from drop pods and everything else. We got 51 meals. Once we get another harvest in, Lily would be kind of busy because I've got it set to 100 now. So that's kind of cool. Oh, a little badger. I probably should have kept him. I could have made some kibble real quick. Wouldn't have hurt. He's going to hang out there. He's like, I could have been part of the family. I don't imagine taming the badgers. The badgers are kind of wild, so I don't know how that would work. All right, but everything's running good. Evie is just researching away. Okay, we ran out here. I start saying, okay, we get batteries and immediately lose power. Yeah, so we're going to do, just to get our power the way I want it, we're going to research solar power panels now. Jack, first thing, let's go up here and refuel that real quick. That way our food don't ruin and we're good to go. All right, cool. Power's back on. Let's finish this up real quick, and then what I will do is get some batteries installed, and we'll get some wind turbines down. Yeah, he's rocking it out real quick. We got woodland right here. Oh, more cargo pods. What we got this time? Hardtack. What is hardtack? Acceptable food for everyone. A simple type of biscuit, tastes bland but not offensive, made from grains that last a very long time without refrigeration, great for traveling. Ooh, so we might... Yeah, okay, so this actually come out of a mod. It's the Vegetable Garden, VGP Vegetable Garden. I'm okay with that. Sure. We'll urgently get it in stock, and what I'll do is kind of forbid that, not let them eat that, because I want to hang on to that. That way if we do decide to do some caravanning, that would be perfect for it. Yeah, definitely. I think they've already grabbed it all. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, nice. There's quite a few of them, too. So, yeah, it'll definitely give us some food. If we decide to do some caravanning, we'll go ahead and forbid that as well. He's finishing this up now. Of course, there's no power in here just yet, but that's fine. I'm not even going to worry about putting any lights in initially. I'm going to wait until we can get some batteries in and get the wind turbines down. Of course, we'll need that still that Carrie has been over here doing, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, he's going to go and put the conduits in. And then, where are we going to put batteries? I'm thinking maybe just a little room right here. Come in this way here. And I think the batteries are too deep, so we can... Let's see, if we put a wall here... Let's plan this real quick. I like the planning tool. So it'll need to be 3. And let me make sure it's one thing real quick as well. I want to be able to put a couple of wind turbines side by side right up here. We do that. Oof, that's going to run into it. Okay, well, we'll put it on the side over here. That will work. So let's remove our plans here. And so that's why it's always good to kind of check what you're doing. Kind of do that. Let's see, that'll give us 1, 2... Oh, I'm too deep. I gotta go one more. But you gotta have a walkway in there. So, nope, here. There we are. There we go. And we go to here. That'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batteries. Yeah, that might be enough to start with. We'll probably have to put more in later, but there will be other places and opportunities to put those in. So let's not put those in just yet. We'll run a conduit right there. That'll tie those into the work. And what we'll do, we'll go ahead and kind of put these guys in. And we'll forbid them until we get the batteries in. And then we'll be ready to kind of put those in. And we'll definitely be looking pretty good on power. Actually just thought of something too. Temperature. Over the wall vent here. And we'll definitely have to put... Oh, no, wait a minute. We're trying to keep with the same style. So it would be, yeah, it'd be that one. Okay, yeah. And we'll put a wall heater in right beside it. Won't need it on right now, but we'll be ready for when it does get cold. And in fact, once this is done and these are done, I'm going to go ahead and kind of finish kind of boxing this in. And going from there, these can be deconstructed. So we'll probably work on those shortly and get those out of the way so we could do some expansion and maybe put in, well, we'll probably put in a couple more bedrooms, but that might be actually after the fact. What I might do is actually come in here and put in our guest room. I think that'll be the next thing to do after the power and everything is installed. All right, got it on a 3-speed. We'll let it kind of work through. Evie's working on our solar panels, which are going to go directly here in front of the wind turbines and one right behind. I'm really half tempted to go ahead and tame this boy because he's just hanging around. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, he may attack if we fail. Ah. All right. I should have kept him. I wish I had now. I kind of feel bad, but it is what it is. Oh, we got to get some lights in over here, too. It's under furniture. I like our wall lights. It's not going to be quite big enough to do. All right, we'll wait. Maybe we'll wait just a moment because we're not really going to be doing anything in here initially. We don't even... Oh, no. Well, okay. So Carrie and Lily broke up. It is what it is. Maybe they'll get back together eventually. Who knows? That's fine. Or maybe they'll find other love. Man, after all that, you know, they struggled. They had to escape. Oh, come on now. Rimworld and its antics. That's funny. Had not planned on that, but that works. I mean, it is what it is. So they're both going to be kind of upset for a little bit, I believe. Let's see. Oh, yeah. -15. He didn't get a mood debuff. Really? I was just dumped like a load of garbage. And that's 25 days. Hang on. Do we have... We've got work drive. Because he's the leader. Should have been using that all along. I didn't even think about it. Let's put it on Carrie. Did it work? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it did. So he should be faster now when he's doing his work. Oh, he's didn't mind everything over here. Okay. Let's get you to mind this. Evie, I know you're kind of doing stuff, but let's haul that and haul this. We'll get you to do that so they don't ruin. Oh, that's right. She's not assigned to hauling now. But you are assigned to haul plus. Okay, anyway. We'll just put you to a 4. That way if I need you to haul, you can. Okay, go grab that stuff real quick because you're standing right there. That works. Gives us a couple more components. Puts us back up to 33. Excellent. And he can come up here and mine this. Since he's got the work drive, let's go ahead and do this one too. Do we have any other machinery in the area? Don't believe so. Alright, so we're just now finishing up. This should connect the workshop to our power supply. Maybe? Yeah, it's connected. Just gotta... Okay, I might have missed something. Oh, he's still got to finish this right through here. Gotcha. I thought it was all done. All right, so what's he doing? Oh, he's relaxing. Okay. Carrie, what are you doing? You're stargazing? Yeah, everybody's going to relax. All right, and our two lovers went to bed separately for the very first time being singles, so that's kind of interesting. All right, so I guess we'll leave it right there. Put a cut here in the game. Workshop is almost completed. We got a few things to haul out of here and basically 3 spots of conduit to complete. Then we can finish up our batteries and get our wind turbines in. I think that'll solve our power consumption problem for right now, especially once we throw in some solar panels. Will be pretty good. We could probably even do without this. This will be kind of a backup for us if we have, say, an eclipse or something like that. And we got plenty of steel. 1300 steel over here. And in fact, well, actually, I think that collected all of it. Let's see. Yeah, so we're doing okay. Got about 1400 steel and everything. Got some components, so we should definitely be able to expand on the base and get everything looking really good in the next episode. We'll kind of focus on finishing up the power supply, and then we may be looking at guest rooms. I think that's going to be our next thing to do. And once the research is done for the solar panels, I think I'm going to get that reclamation or whatever it is. Let me see what is it in here. It's a lower level terrain rehabilitation. That one. Once we get that, see it shows source tilled soil. Once again, you automatically start with that mod with the tilled soil. I believe it's under floors. Yeah, but I have the rule where we have to actually research it. I think that's only fair. And what I might do, we'll come in here and get some of this stuff in, and we may actually get a couple more growing areas in. Once again, to help keep Lily kind of busy in between cooking jobs. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you're enjoying the channel, a subscription would definitely help out. With a small channel, every subscription counts. All my returning viewers and subscribers, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming back and checking me out. Hope you're enjoying everything. Until next time, guys, take care. Thank you for watching.